Hello, my name is Dr. Lauren Smith, the Medical Director at the Massachusetts Department of Public Health. You are about to hear from a Massachusetts resident who quit smoking. When you listen to this personal story, I would like you to keep some things in mind. First, every person's experience quitting smoking is different. What worked for someone else might not work for you. But we do know that people who use stop smoking medicine or counseling are twice as likely to quit smoking for good. Next, if you choose to use medicine, you should know that only 3 types are approved by the FDA to help you quit. Nicotine replacement, including the nicotine patch, gum, lozenges, inhalers, and nasal spray. Chantix, which has the chemical name of varenicline, and bupropion, which is available as a generic, as well as the brands Zyban and Wellbutrin SR. Finally, talk to your doctor about quitting smoking. He or she can tell you about the choices available to you given your medical history. And make sure to talk to your doctor if you don't feel well while using any medicine. Remember, you can quit smoking.
I smoked regularly, probably about a pack a day, and I knew it bothered me, just I didn't like the way, the after effects, the feeling of it. And I quit one time for maybe a year, and something happened where I felt like, I need a cigarette, and I had one. And I realized how strong the addiction, the habit forming, everything about it was very difficult, especially, on those weak moments, those times where you normally would have a cigarette. Those were probably the most difficult things to get through. But having quit a couple times, I think I kind of learned my weaknesses and my strengths, and I kind of knew what I needed to do to stay away from them. I knew I'd finally wanted to quit, and we set a date so I could have a clear break, and I never smoked since then. I knew I'd had enough, and I wanted to make a stop. I didn't want to go back there. I knew I could. The biggest thing that I really noticed was the smell. It was the after smoke, the smoke that would permeate your clothing, permeate whether it was a car, your home. I noticed that smell a lot more, and it really bothered me. Quitting is very difficult, especially if you're not in the right mindset. And I think that's probably why it took me a couple times to really quit forever, or hopefully forever. I had to think about it every day because I had those urges, especially the first couple weeks are probably the most difficult. I tried looking at it and say, all right, first of all, I was smoking, it was filling some void. Let me try to fill that void with something healthy. I'd heard a lot about putting on extra weight when quitting, or losing one addiction and picking up another, and I didn't want to fall into that. It's different for everybody. What works for me might not work for somebody else, so if you need a hypnotist, get a hypnotist. If you need to get a patch, get a patch. If you need, people around you, helping you not smoke, do that. Whatever works, works. And if it helps you to stop smoking, it's a good thing.